Hey, good morning. Even though this trail is only 10 miles from my house or so, I've never hiked it before that I remember. I'm up here at Paris Mountain State Park, just outside of Greenville, South Carolina, and looking forward to a wonderful hike today. Thanks for coming along with me. The first steps just across the parking lot here. Yeah, parking lot, beautiful view. But looks like there's a lake up ahead, and the park center's up here on our left. So find out where we're heading and then get out on this trail. The very first part of this trail is just down this gorgeous stone pathway. It's not even sure what kind of stone this is, slate I guess, but it's absolutely beautiful. Crafted who knows how long ago, but they did a great job. Finally, we're actually on the real part of the trail, and it's beautiful. There's a little bit of water down here along the side. Other than that, just gorgeous wooded trail. Kind of swampy, a little bit different view than what I've had on my last few hikes. Oddly, it reminds me of New Jersey, but hey, it's still beautiful. This trail is very well worn, partially because we have a city of a few 100,000 people within like 10 minutes of this state park. So my guess is it's very well used, even though I haven't seen another person out here on the trail today. It's Martin Luther King Day, which might be part of it, but the views are great. No mountaintop views yet, but I'm barely into the trail. Just the woods around me. It's a great day for a winter hike. No precipitation, just nice crisp day. About a mile and 3/4 to 2 miles into this trail at the moment, and it's going really well. The trail, as you can tell, is trodden down, I should say. Wouldn't say well maintained. It's just lots of people walk on it, so it's very clear to follow. The only other people I've seen are actually people riding mountain bikes. So if you are hiking, it's fine. They've all been very courteous, but beware that there are mountain bikers on this trail. One odd little thing about being so close to civilization here is we're on this beautiful wooded trail, but there's a road right there, and you see people coming, hear cars coming around. So that's a little different than the other trails I've been on recently with you, but it's still an enjoyable day. This section of trail is covered by pine needles, so you can, as you can tell, you can't even really hear me walking. It's just such a nice soft trail to walk on, especially after some of the other ones. So as you hiking through the rocks somewhere, I'm sorry, this is glorious. The trail out here just reminds me a lot of Southeast Ohio. If you've never been there, there's some great hiking in that part of the world too. I grew up in a little town, actually not even in the town, that's a lie. I grew up about 3 miles outside of a town called Coolville, Ohio. If you look it up, it's a tiny dot on the map, about 20 miles east of Athens, Ohio. You might have actually heard of that. It's the home of Ohio University. So some people know where Athens is, but it's right down near the Ohio River. And this is sort of how the terrain looked there. I loved growing up there, being able to hike in those woods, and back then had my favorite horse. I could get out and ride, so it was a good place to be a teenager. But this is reminding me a lot of it, taking me back there as I walk along the trails today. What's your favorite part of the world to hike in? Stepping up onto this rise through the trees, you can, I think, see a beautiful vista. It's absolutely gorgeous. Cut off on Brissy Ridge Trail. It's a little bit rockier, but still pretty nice trail, and got some gorgeous views along the way. We split off to Canoga Trail, which should cut us back over towards the road. And then once we're done with this part of this trail, we will be heading sort of back towards the car. I think we'll be about 3 miles from there. Anyway, it's been a beautiful day, still a great day for a hike. Canoga Trail is a little bit more hilly than some of the other trails. A few more rocks and tree roots, though, as you can see, not too bad. Been a very enjoyable trail. Trail's a little bit rocky here. Kind of just have to be careful not to sprain an ankle on. I'm gonna have to be careful not to sprain my ankle as I shoot this video. Make sure I'm kind of looking at the ground more than at the view screen. But it is absolutely beautiful out here. You do see quite a few cyclists, but none of them are riding too crazy, so it's been good sharing the trail with them. I'm on a trail that says there's an old fire tower out here, or at least the remnants of one. So I'm not sure whether we'll see it before the next trail cuts off to head back towards the truck or not. That little sign there means we won't be having any more cyclists come across our way as we head down this trail. Should only be hikers. It's hard to see things through the trees, but the sound of that brook rushing by makes this such a peaceful part of the trail. Walking down these steps, you still hear that water rushing, but now we're close enough. I'm actually going to get some video of it here, so you'll be able to see what we've been hearing for the last mile. There's a little water crossing. We have to follow this little creek. I'm not sure how long, but at least for right now, it's made this part of the hike absolutely beautiful. It's hard to believe we're just a couple miles from the city of Greenville, South Carolina. this tree down over the creek, but since it took out some stuff, it makes this view really great, just up the hill. Let's go along now. We're right beside a much wider body of water here. It's the same creek, I think, but we may have had more join with it. But it's just more placid, almost lake-like here, but still absolutely beautiful surroundings. Well, things do get a little bit more strenuous. These rocks and trails, enough to catch your feet on. Now we're on the downside of the dam. That's why we had that lake effect up there earlier. And it's quite beautiful, as you can see. It's also the old like pump house thing right there. The flats down here below the dam are very nice, easy, level walking for the last like quarter mile, I guess. Has been great. So I don't want to jinx myself and hit something too hard, but this part of the trail has been something you could take little kids on if you wanted to bring them out to the dam. Can't guarantee that, but it looks great, easy going. So the last half mile or so, I passed a whole ton of moms with little kids, so and some dads, mostly moms with little kids. So I just my earlier assertion that this would be a kid-friendly trail, I think is proven true. I of course did not take any pictures of the kids because, in my opinion, that'd be creepy. All right, y'all have a great day, and I'm just about done. I'm not sure how much more video I'll have on this trail. Hey, back to the truck. Feels good. About 10 miles in, and testing out the new pack went really well. I don't know how well you can see that. That's the Lakota 80 Pro. And got its first 10 miles in today. I wanted to test it out when I wouldn't be having to rely on it for backpacking for multiple days. So we just did this day hike with it. It was a great pack. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It sits well on the hips and the back, so no problems there. Loved it. Anyway, that's my first day review of it.